the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross, German, Ritterkreuz des Eisernen Kreuzes, and its variants were the highest awards in the military of the Third Reich during World War II. The Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross was awarded for a wide range of reasons and across all ranks, from a senior commander for skilled leadership of his troops in battle to a low-ranking soldier for a single act of extreme gallantry. A total of 7,321 awards were made between its first presentation on 30 September 1939 and its last bestowal on 17 June 1945. This number is based on the analysis and acceptance of the Order Commission of the Association of Knight's Cross Recipients, AKCR. Presentations were made to members of the three military branches of the Wehrmacht: the Heer, Army, Kriegsmarine, Navy, and Luftwaffe, Air Force, as well as the Waffen-SS, the Reichsarbeitsdienst, RAD, Reich Labour Service, and the Volkssturm, German national militia. There were also 43 recipients in the military forces of allies of the Third Reich. These recipients are listed in the 1986 edition of Walter Pierre Vollgiebel's book, Die Träger des Ritterkreuzes des Eisernen Kreuzes 1939–1945. Die Inhaber der höchsten Auszeichnung des Zweiten Weltkrieges alle Wehrmachtteile. The bearers of the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross 1939–1945. The owners of the highest award of the Second World War of all Wehrmacht branches. Vollgiebel was the former chairman and head of the Order Commission of the AKCR. In 1996 a second edition of this book was published with an addendum delisting 11 of these original recipients. Author and historian Weisger Etzer has cast doubt on a further 193 of these listings. The majority of the disputed recipients had received the award in 1945, when the deteriorating situation of the Third Reich during the final days of World War II left a number of nominations incomplete and pending in various stages of the approval process. Scherzer wrote his book in cooperation with the German Federal Archives. The book was chosen by Professor Dr. Franz W. Siedler for the library of the Bundeswehr University Munich and Deutsche Dienststelle, WOST, and is considered an accepted reference there. For many years Vollgiebel's book was considered the main reference work on this topic, and it has now been succeeded by Scherzer's work. Listed here are the 280 Knight's Cross recipients whose last name starts with F. Author and historian Weisger Etzer has challenged the validity of 12 of these listings. Georg Wolfgang Feller, a 13th doubted recipient, is listed by the AKCR. However, the AKCR themselves challenge his listing. The recipients are ordered alphabetically by last name. The rank listed is the recipient's rank at the time the Knight's Cross was awarded. Background: the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross and its higher grades were based on 4 separate enactments. The first enactment, Reichsgesetzblatt IS. 1573 of 1 September 1939 instituted the Iron Cross, Eisernen Kreuz, the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross and the Grand Cross of the Iron Cross, Großkreuz des Eisernen Kreuzes. Article 2 of the enactment mandated that the award of a higher class be preceded by the award of all preceding classes. As the war progressed, some of the recipients of the Knight's Cross distinguished themselves further in a higher grade. The Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves, Ritterkreuz des Eisernen Kreuzes mit Eichenlaub, was instituted. The oak leaves, as they were commonly referred to, were based on the enactment Reichsgesetzblatt IS. 849 of 3 June 1940. In 1941, 2 higher grades of the Knight's Cross were instituted. The enactment Reichsgesetzblatt IS. 613 of 28 September 1941 introduced the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves and swords. Ritterkreuz des Eisernen Kreuzes mit Eichenlaub und Schwertern, and the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves, swords and diamonds. Ritterkreuz des Eisernen Kreuzes mit Eichenlaub, Schwertern und Brillanten. At the end of 1944, the final grade, the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with golden oak leaves, swords, and diamonds. Ritterkreuz des Eisernen Kreuzes mit goldenem Eichenlaub, Schwertern und Brillanten. Based on the enactment Reichsgesetzblatt 1945 IS 11 of 29 December 1944, became the final variant of the Knight's Cross. Authorized Recipients. The Oberkommando der Wehrmacht, Supreme Command of the Armed Forces, kept separate Knight's Cross lists, one for each of the three military branches: Heer, Army, Kriegsmarine, Navy, Luftwaffe, Air Force, and Waffen-SS. Within each of these lists a unique, sequential number was assigned to each recipient. The same numbering paradigm was applied to the higher grades of the Knight's Cross. One list per grade. Of the 280 awards made to servicemen whose last name starts with F, 25 were later awarded the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves and 3 the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves and swords. 21 presentations were made posthumously. Heer members received 179 of the medals. 17 went to the Kriegsmarine, 65 to the Luftwaffe, and 19 to the Waffen-SS. This, along with the plus, indicates that a higher grade of Knight's Cross was awarded as well. This, along with an asterisk, indicates that the Knight's Cross was awarded posthumously. This, along with the exclamation mark, indicates that author Walter Pierre Volkssturm has expressed doubt regarding the veracity or formal correctness of the listing. This, along with the question mark, indicates that historian Weisgertzer has expressed doubt regarding the veracity or formal correctness of the listing. Notes. Citations. Bibliography. Das Bundesarchiv. Military Archive, Freiburg im Breisgau. Retrieved 2 January 2011.